Okay, let's unlock your first perfect hollow hold position. Now the hollow hold, I'd say, is probably the most foundational movement there is in calisthenics, because what it's basically teaching you is how to engage your core in the correct way. You hear it all the time, squeeze your core, engage your core. What does that even mean? The hollow hold is a position that literally shows you and teaches your body what the perfect core position looks like, so then when you're doing other movements like the front lever, the skin the cat, the back lever, the handstand, the dip, the pull-up, the L-sit, everything, you can actually understand and have control over your pelvis to get into this hollow hold position. Now, just a quick note on this. If you have lower back pain at the minute, doing this is probably exactly what you need to stop the lower back pain, but also it's a quite annoying paradox that it might also hurt your lower back at the same time. So just make sure that when you're doing this, you're aware of your lower back. If it's literally hurting because of digging into the floor, you can get a towel, you can get a yoga mat and put it underneath your lower back. But if it feels like it's literally stretching out the lower back, take it bit by bit, and it might be due to the positions, and I'll show you the progressions to get into it. So, firstly, what is the hollow hold? This is the hollow hold when your legs are straight, your core is engaged, ribs down to the waist, your shoulders are off the floor, and you're holding here. You can make it harder by putting your hands overhead, someone can rock you back and forth, you can put weights at either end, etc, etc. The main muscle or area it's going to be working is your core. Basically your abs, this position here to pull you into this. This is what the abs do, they pull you into this anterior tilt. You also might get a bit of glute activation. I define the glutes as the core as well. So really the core for me is what connects your lower body to your upper body. So basically the kind of like the midsection. So we're going to be working the midsection and the core in this. Now, what do I see in the Cali classes that's wrong a lot of the time? I see a lot of arched backs. This position, okay? Because people are trying to keep up with everyone else and go to the next level with their core work, and yet they have to take one step back so they can take 10 steps forwards. So let's go through what the perfect hollow hold position looks like, and actually the best way to teach you that is by going to the first progression, which is lie on your back. I want you to put a band underneath your lower back. So where the lower back arches, you want to put the band underneath there, okay? Then keep the band underneath your lower back, bring your knees to your chest, and then bring your chest to your knees. This feeling of knees to chest, chest to knees, you can see how it reduces the space between your ribs and your hips. That's when you know you're engaging your core. And also, funnily enough, you'll find that your lower back is now pressing down on the band. So if you or someone else try to pull that band out from underneath your back, it's not going to move. But if you do this with me and you arch your back, the band will move. So the band is a really nice cue or kind of reminder to make sure to keep those ribs down to the waist and the lower back flat. From here, we can simply go through the progressions. So if this is hard for you, hold this for 30 seconds and work up to this for three sets of 30 seconds. Then we just go through the progressions. The next one from here would be a one leg position, so tuck in one knee, other leg straight. The next one from there would be a straddle position, so legs out wide, again making sure to tuck that pelvis underneath. If in any of these progressions your lower back starts to arch, it's because you're progressing too fast. I want you to literally be shaking and feeling it in your core, so much so, and you get through the whole 30 seconds, then you can move on to the next progression. And the last progression from there is ribs down to the waist, lower back flat, legs out straight, toes pointed, knees locked out, quads squeezed, and you're holding a beautiful hollow hold position. At any point during this, what you can do is you can raise your legs up higher. So say if you're in the straddle and you're here, you can lift it up a little bit higher. So your both legs are straight, you can lift up higher, and then you can slowly work them down until they're literally 6 inches off the floor, and that's when when you know you're in the perfect position for that hollow hold. It's going to really help with the handstand because it's going to teach you how to create that tension, and it's going to give you the core strength needed for almost every other Cali movement. So how do we progress from here? Because the hollow hold's great, but I don't just want you holding for 30 seconds and then going for a minute, 2 minutes. You can work on things like hollow rocks, so a partner can rock your legs back and forth. This is incredible to teach you how to get full body tension using your core, your legs, and all the muscles in your body to create that full body tension. Incredible for balancing a handstand. You can also incorporate core finishes like lifting your legs up and down, bicycle crunches, loads of different classic core exercises that you usually do. You can bring your arms overhead, which is basically mimicking a handstand position, but again, make sure to keep that lower back flat. And whenever you do any core exercises, core finishers, 5-minute core ab workouts, whatever, make sure to keep that lower back flat on the floor, because that's when you know you're activating your abs and your core, and you're not just gonna get a jacked lower back and some jacked hip flexors. You wanna work on the core. That's the main muscle you wanna be working in this. You don't wanna get injured, okay? So that is the fundamentals of the hollow hold. If you work on, again, bringing the knees to the chest and then extending out from there, the feeling I always want you to have is like, if your legs are out here and you're holding here, right, and you're in this position, you wanna think about getting your hips and your shoulders together. So you're reducing the space between your ribs and your waist, okay? So it's almost like you're crunching up in this position here. Okay, your shoulders are up, your hips are up, and then you're in that position here, because this space here is getting closer, and that's going to engage the abs in that position. And this is, again, it's a foundational movement for everything else that we do in Cali, okay? So bam, once you unlock a 30-second hollow hold, we're in this position with legs straight, toes pointed, knees squeezed, you can then move on to more advanced variations like the dragon flag, the knee raise, the toes to bar, etc. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. That way I know which videos you guys are enjoying and I know which ones to make more of. If you have any questions on the hollow hold, leave them in the comment section below. I make sure to get back to every single comment on the CaliUnity YouTube, so I'm more than happy to help you out. And if you know someone that you see them doing their hollow holds and their backs arched, they're doing flutter kicks, they're getting lower back pain, send them this video. It might be the exact thing they need to actually unlock that hollow hold position and make sure to get rid of their lower back pain and finally work their core. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. The CaliUnity YouTube is making health education accessible to everyone, but mainly for people that don't like traditional gyms, but still want to get toned, mobile, and strong. The things that you get from the usual gym experience without actually going to a traditional gym. You can do the hollow hold from home, and it's the foundational for all these movements that you can do from home. You haven't even got to step foot in a gym, and this is going to allow you to get stronger, again, work on getting rid of that lower back pain, and have fun from home. So make sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more of these videos completely for free. We're taking the lessons that we learned from our facility, CaliUnity in Bath, and sharing them all online for free. So best of luck with that hollow hold, and I'll see you guys in the next video.